welcome to another Johnsequitur episode of Johnsequitur. It's Johnsequitur. Pew, 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 pew. Yeah, I dipped my toe in the Facebook pool today. Long enough to express that if I was a woman, I would scissor another woman. That's the first thing I would do. I wouldn't play with myself. I'd play with another woman. Yeah. You know, life is about sex. Or is it? See, I don't know what life is about. No, nobody does. And, you know, I've expressed a lot on this show that I don't know much. And I'm muddying the waters on a lot of things. Luckily, nobody watches the show, so nobody gets the wrong idea. But, and I always say that I'm not right most of the time. But this particular time, I'm going to say that what I'm about to tell you is right, is correct. I don't know what the end goal of all world governments is. I know that when you're in the government, specifically near the top of it, I think what you want to do is set the rules and control the country and be in charge of that area. That's the area you want. Do people actually want world domination? Is that a thing? I actually don't know. I'm not sure if people want world domination. I know that when a country doesn't listen to us, we go in and bomb the fuck out of them. Now, I'm guessing that's because do what we do, or you're no good. Now, to them, I'm sure they're like, we're doing what we want. But no. The thing is that there is no correct way for human beings to live. We think we have it figured out, but if that's true, then why are so many of us so fucking depressed? Why are we so bitter? Why are we so jealous of people? Why do we get so fucking mad at immigrants? I don't know. I ask people why they don't like immigrants, and the reason is they don't take the correct way, the correct steps to get into the country. Let's talk about the correct steps. I'm going to tell you, and this is from, hang on a second, AmericanImmigrationCouncil.org. So I would imagine these guys are, you know, the leading authority in this fucking subject. How hard it is to get in here. Most unauthorized immigrants do not work in professions that qualify for lawful permanent resident status. Moreover, the total number of green cards available for all less skilled foreign workers is limited to 5,000 a year for the entire United States. Most unauthorized immigrants do not have necessary family relationships to apply for a legal entry. Even in those cases where family ties do exist, individuals abroad face years or decades of waiting for a visa to become available, leading to some risk entering the country without authorization. Yet doing so makes their chances of eventually receiving green cards even more unlikely. The annual diversity visa program makes 55,000 green cards available to persons from countries with low rates of immigration to the United States. That means people from Mexico, China, the Philippines, India, and other countries with higher levels of immigration to the United States are not eligible. Plus, to qualify, applicants must have a high school education and 2 years of job experience. Each year, millions of people around the world apply, making the chances of winning a green card low. Why the fuck do people want to come here? What is it about this place? We hate everybody, especially people who are lower than us. For those of us who aren't on welfare, we hate people who are on welfare because, God damn it, get a job. Or people who are on disability because, God damn it, get off their lazy ass and go get a job. We don't actually know any of these people. We think we do. We think we know their stories. We think we know why they're on disability and welfare. We don't, and it doesn't affect us. The actual amount of money that goes towards social programs is such a small percentage of your taxes that you giving a fuck is mind-blowing. Is there nothing bigger in your, world than people feeding people? There's nothing bigger in your world than having to feed people. Have you seen the fucking roads outside? They're garbage. They're garbage. But you're worried about fucking feeding people. You don't want to feed them. You want them to get jobs. Okay, more immigration stuff. Let's get more immigration stuff. They get welfare, right? The immigrants get welfare. That's not fair. Here's a listing of benefits undocumented immigrants do not receive. Children's health insurance, disability, food stamps, health insurance, Medicaid, Medicare, Social Security, and welfare. Oh, Here's what they do get, though, because we're not total fucking assholes. They get emergency medical care, schooling, and WIC, meaning that mothers and children can eat and not die. Oh, God, no! If I can't have 2 buckets of chicken because I'm giving one of my buckets of chicken to an entire family, then fuck them! You know what? I didn't even need to get onto Facebook to get this worked up. These are the common arguments that I hear from people. It took me 5 seconds to look this up. They never even try to look it up. Because they have a stance, because they have a side, and that side has that stance. I have a side too. I'm a fucking human being. And so's everybody fucking else. So I'm on the side of the people that I disagree with. Because I'm human. Everybody is fucking human. This border shit doesn't work. It does not work. You say that we need the borders so that the society can be the way it is. Oh, is it that great? Is society that great? I mean, technically, you could look at it in a worst-case scenario like every single argument ever goes. It goes directly to the worst possible thing that could possibly happen, and we could all burn the cities down because we don't have borders. It's not going to happen that way. It doesn't. If you were to actually just make the entire globe just world, just Earth, just planet people live on, if you were to do this, nobody is going to be like, now's my chance to burn it all down. One person's going to do that? Really? Yeah, you're still going to have white people hating black people because they're fucking mental. Yeah, you're still going to have fucking, I don't know, religious people thinking that this and that and whatever because they're mental. But the majority of people will be like, you know, we can literally just act the exact same way we were acting when the government was in charge of us, when we had borders, when we were separated from other people by an imaginary line. We're American, they're Mexican. If a white person is born in Mexico, they're Mexican, even though they're exactly the same person and kind of person that we are, because they were born on the other side of a border. You know how unlucky those people are? You know how unlucky almost everybody in the goddamn world is? There's only like a few parts of the world that you can be born in that aren't the ocean, that aren't the desert, that aren't Antarctica, where you can actually be happy. Most places, you want to get the fuck out. Or you can't get the fuck out, and you get your genitals mutilated. All anybody wants to do is be alive. And if they have a family, they want to take care of their fucking family. But since everything up here is already taken care of, the only thing that we in America have anymore is anger towards everyone else. Because there is nothing left. All our food is taken care of. Healthcare is taken care of. You can buy anything you want at any time of the day at fucking Walmart. Everything you could ever need is done. So now what do we have left? We don't want to give it to anybody else. It's ours. We earned it. Especially me. I did everything that caused Walmart and food to exist. It's mine. I didn't earn shit. I was just fucking born here. Some people weren't. Anyway, yeah, I got back on Facebook again, so there's that. Have a good night.